Hey guys, I'm this little genie here, aka Mustached, and welcome back to some more of Subnautica. The last time we found an alien ship, and now we're just chilling. Hold on, let me surface first.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
This is Avery Quinn, Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Not on the vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS. You offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, so we're just chilling this time around. I don't have any known plans. I don't know what this game's gonna offer me. Like, I was off screening stuff, and then I activated my radio, and then it gave me another beaker ping over here. I was like, okay, I'll do that. So yeah, we're just, you know, this might be more chill. God damn it. Can't pick up fish to save my life. The darkness is setting in. Far down.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
There's no way I'm getting back up. I don't even think I can get all the way down. Holy moly.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. "30 seconds.
Oh boy. This is bad. I'm not making it.
Oxygen.
I'm not gonna make it. Bye-bye. Well. Cool. Good to know.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communication window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer. Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows a high security turbo in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
Alright, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
Regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should be...
She does it?
Just tell her the regular, dude.
Okay.
The
If I
code...
say regular, she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna do it this way, because boy oh boy, that does not work out. Whoa!
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Passing 100 meters.
What?
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh, what kind of bullshit is this?
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Oh, fuck me. Come on. Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna make it still, am I? Oh, that's lame.
30 seconds. New blueprint acquired. Oxygen.
Oh, I'm dead again. Cool. And I ruined my ship. Double cool. Man, this game sucks. Are you telling me I wasted all those resources? And for what? A blueprint? It's probably not even going to be worth it. Ocean cannon. Fantastic. We have managed to lose a great deal of progress, and that's great. Love to hear it. Why is the ground? Why is all the stuff in the ground not on the ground? I don't understand. Why is it bugging out like that? Cool. It really was worthless. Okay, so it was for a tank upgrade. Got it.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
had another golden piece I can get from a cave, I'd make the repair tool. Maybe that might have helped me with that. Not have to deal with that outcome. But who knows? I'll never know. That fish is dead. Good to know, 13 minutes in, we're already falling apart here.
30 seconds.
Get out of here.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
This is impossible. jeez. Maybe I should build another base over here. People. How dare. People. Nope, don't even have enough to make it.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
That was probably the worst mistake I made so far. And oh man. Oh wait, I should probably beacon that location, huh? It doesn't seem to be ready yet. Did I not have a beacon? There we go. Now I'll know where it is. Excellent. We've gotten there. And we're nowhere.
Calorie intake recommended.
Closer to solving any problems than we were before. In fact, we seem to have gained new problems. It's unfortunate, really.
Vital signs stabilizing.
We're going all the way back to the beginning, I guess. The fuck was that? I wish the phrase mistakes into miracles would happen at some point in this video game, but I highly doubt it. We'll call this one Mistakes into Mistakes. No miracles here. No miracles to be found anywhere. Familiar, but boring. You got anything for me?
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again.
Yeah, what up?
We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
I don't believe...
What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
Seek fluid intake.
I'm gonna build another one of these, so put that back on the menu. I don't need more titanium. Stop it. Actually, I might. Where is...
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Hooray, I'm gonna die again. Woo! Everybody celebrate. Ready for it? So why did this get all fucked up? Like, what happened to the ground?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
This thing is so unhelpful.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
So is
efficiency
that it?
decreased.
In terms of, like, video game substance. How close am I to the end of the game, narratively speaking, is what I'm trying to get at here. Look at all the tools I have yet to even get close to building. This game did not know how to separate, like, how to... exploration versus plot. You know, I feel like the difference between those two things was greatly underlooked in the making of the process of this. I mean, that's what you get for trying to make a plot. You gotta work harder to, like, balance out the stuff in the plot with, you know. Jesus. Oh, I'm just dead, right? Oh. Ow. Okay, got one of the things. potion cannon. Oh, we need to have one of those, I guess. Okay. I'm still a little baffled why my base does not have a floor anymore. Seems like something went terribly wrong. See? Like it has floor there. Now it's just sort of floating in midair. Suspicious. Hell yeah. Don't know what I'm looking for anymore. Yeah, I'll take that. Hello. Why did that make a special sound? I'm not sure what any of that means. All I know for certain is this game is falling apart, man. Where to get all the other material from? Are they all in rocks? Copper ore. Titanium. I also need to figure out where to get diamonds from. Which is why I was looking at my thing, because in here I thought the game would give me like, oh, this is how you get blah blah blah.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you. I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
Oh, more rocks. I guess we're doing that. Nope, it's not what I needed. Silver ore. Come on.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Curse you, quartz. Looks so much like diamonds. It's unfair. It's what it is. I'm genuinely curious like what the next tank upgrade would be, but I can't seem to find any lithium anymore. Hashtag always a problem. Oh. Curse you, quartz. Pushing my limits.
30 seconds.
Oh, that's the creature. I thought that was something else. Brilliant.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Come on. fishy come into my domain.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, what that guy said in the thing though, this planet is small. I agree. Made that noise again, why? Golden got special. Habitat restored. I'm just sort of curious as to what's left and what else I can do. Seems like I have a lot of building potential, but the game, I'm just like having so much trouble finding anything.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
We've been here, done that. Song and dance. It's kinda lame. I keep doing that to myself. Copper ore. Keep finding stuff I don't need.
30 seconds.
For the love of fuck. Just get out of my inventory. No use for you right now. Dare I say, useless currently at my current juncture. But why? That's just me. Titanium and copper. Ow, cut that out. Reaching the corner or edge at the map up again. Because that's what's happening.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Well, that was quick.
Seek fluid intake.
Curses. I'm dying of water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Get out of here, dying. Not today. I'm in the middle of doing nothing. If you can believe that. Oh, cry, river, get me out of here. Get me out of here! Go up first. There's nothing in here.
You are currently inside a long calcified root system. Evidence suggests it was eaten away by other life forms over many centuries to form these natural caves. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh god. I'm making mistakes. Again. How low does this go? Oh my god. mistake.
30 seconds.
All that for nothing. See what I mean? Can I make it?
Oxygen.
What a pain, huh? Alright, at this point... Well, why? Jeez. I'm in emptiness territory again. Hooray! I guess I'll keep going until that ghost shark thing keeps coming at me or whatever, I don't know. Because it doesn't seem like I can explore any deeper. Musical atmosphere is nice and all. I wish there was more to compliment outside of that for the game, though. Shit, Captain. There was nothing there. Unreal. Take me away. A ghostly shark. I made mistakes. So eat my heart. Yeah, but I can't see jack shit underwater. Oh. That's where I am? I guess if there was a place to die. It's not the worst. Now that I can make sure not to go in the base though. Howdy, ship. Feels like it's been a minute.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Yeah. Do the thing you can't do. Because it doesn't even feel like the game provides enough opportunity to get water, for example. And for a game that's based entirely off of water, that premise seems ridiculous. Let's do it! Woo! I want to die on my own terms, somewhere over here.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen
Yeah,
efficiency
fuck.
decreased. Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
What is this thing? I still have no clue. Or context to what it means for the rest of this ship. Is this where the portals lead out? Silver ore.
30 seconds.
Academy, do it, you cowards.
Oxygen.
You cowards. I'm glad we accomplished blank.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Sunbeam? You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former. That only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Okay, so I'm confused. Is this just a waiting game at this point?
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I'm very confused by this game's story in terms of its updates. Simply becoming more and more baffled as I reset each run. You know? Because again, it doesn't feel like I accomplished anything in terms of like exploration or building anything. I mean, I've literally lost stuff in the process of trying to get to this session. So, yeah. Oh, it was those things that were making the noise. Yeah, you're cool. We get it. Oy, 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 oy. Gonna be that way. Nothing but titanium, copper ore. I'm getting more and more angry. It doesn't sound like it, because I'm also trying to keep my composure. Boy, oh boy, is this game frustrating me. I mean, it's not as game-breaking as, say, as Atomic Heart, but man, is the pacing just an absolute slog, I guess I'll call it, for better or worse. was on the southwest. That's why I was having trouble finding it. And that island over there is the alien ship. So there are 2 islands in this whole game? Like, I thought there would be, I don't know, way more than that? I'm sorry, but like, the capacity for this game, it just feels like it's so underwhelming. I'm sure, like, building all the other stuff is cool. It's just like, ugh, boy, the time and toll that it takes to just accomplish those things. Yeah, cool dragon thingamabob, whatever. Come on! You see what I mean? Copper ore. This is just depressing at this point, man. I kind of just want to hit the credits at this point and be done, you know? I don't want to build any more stuff. It doesn't feel fulfilling enough.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
That's
decreased.
the game's fault. There's nothing interesting enough. And they don't give you... It's like not enough, like, the pacing's just all wrong. Delighted towards the light. Nothing down here anymore that I've gotten on the island. Like, this is cool and all, like, the first time round, sure, but, like, where was the rest of this? You know? Yeah, it looks like there is no hope for me to get down there, for example, right now. Even with the equipment I have, that's a big nope. This is like, ay, yeah. Then went in a big circle. I got flipped turned upside down by myself. that way. Up here. Where does this lead? Does this lead back to the ship? Now that I activated it? Let's find out. Sorry if the recording's a little bit behind this, but you'll see what I mean shortly. Right there. Let's go. Lithium for days over here? Let's go. Is this another part of the island? Or is this another island? I'm very confused. Oh, hello. Oh. What? I'm over here. Ah. Oh, okay. Game's just gonna do that to me, I guess. I wasn't prepared for it, that's for sure. Like, how far out of my way did I have to go to get that lithium? Jesus Christ. It's already at the point where, like, am I gonna make it back? Do I have enough food? Do I have enough water? There's my newly built base. Oh, Jesus. Like, it's incredible how far of a distance this is and how little there is stuff between them in terms of even down there. That is impressively vacant. That bizarre camera decided to leave its mark, other than the base, which is odd that it doesn't do that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So where is it on my list? I'm confuzzled. Do I have to find the equipment to make it? Come on, are you serious?
Seek fluid intake.
Oh my god. Why do I do things? Just to find out that it's for nothing? What was the point of all that? Come on. It would have been nice to have gotten that somehow, you know? Cyclops Bridge. Cyclops Engine.
Warning, emergency power only.
Right. Anyway, as I was saying... Where is it even on my list? It's not under equipment at all. But why? Modification station. Cool. All that hard work for nothing. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. I got all that lithium, and for what? Jack shit. What a nightmare of a realization that is. You do all this work, and you realize, oh, I can't even make this anyway.
Calorie intake recommended.
Ugh. Why do I play this game? Just to suffer? Man, I feel like nothing has improved from Atomic Heart, though. Now.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Alright, let's cancel number 5, everybody. 2 islands. I can't believe it. I'm just waiting to die at this point. Yeah! Gliding around at the speed of sound. Do 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 do. Slots. Alien ship that way. Island that way. Nothing else exciting that way. And nothing else exciting that way.
Seek fluid intake.
Ow. Guess what time it is, everybody? Time to die.
Yeah.
Man, this sure does take a while. Wait, why did I end up back here? What? But why? What is this called? Glass? Where do I find more glass? Do I have to make glass? I forget. Oh, I do. I'm stupid. I was wondering, like, why... I couldn't find any of the stuff I was needing.
Passing 100 meters.
Copper
Oxygen
ore, oh
efficiency
my
decreased.
god! I guess, copper ore, titanium, gold. Oh my god, another thing I don't need. Get up there, man.
"30 seconds.
Oh, not going up high fast enough, that's why already deeping in, man. This game needed more sunken ships, more just areas to explore. I'm not even gonna bother. Why? Why bother with that? Lead. Give me my lead back, please. Whoa. Just so it's clear, the sea glider machine thing can also just break. That's so cool. I love that at the beginning of the session. That didn't ruin everything.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Now I know I'm picking up ports. Jesus Christ. It's for plants. Cut that out, man. Gold. Lead. Titanium. Okay. Move forth. I know, we're wasting time here, man. I'm waiting for some sort of update from Guy.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Even Reyes. Can be rebuilt, it can be remade, and that's what we will do, I guess. We fuck around and find out. Still can't do that, because I never found any diamonds. Salt deposit. It's just deeper salt deposits. No need for that anyway. Back to the old Great Base, I guess. maintenance to make the other thing. And I do feel genuinely bad. I like wanted to make more stuff to show it off, you know? But it's like, I don't know where anything is. Wait, what? No, what do you mean? Get out of my inventory. Can we break another one? Let's do it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, gotta look at the repair button and the thing button. Got it. It's not just about the... Well, that's depressing. Don't you think? When I didn't pick up any copper ore, look at what I needed. Fantastic. Well, it was a good waste of my time. Thank you for that. All the way back. Ow. Oh jeez, I'm taking damage. Get out of here. Get me out of here. This thing just kills miles in terms of actual distance, but man, what it takes to make it is just ooh.
Intake recommended.
stops to let me breathe. How much you want to bet? I make a repair tool, and then I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the diamond as soon as I do, but I'm not gonna have the cave sulfur anymore. Jesus Christ, this game. Let me put that away for safekeeping and all that good stuff. In the nighttime. What a boring day and night cycle too. It's like the night makes it so your stuff is useless. Thanks. Something tells me drowning would be a lot faster than this. Jesus Christ. Guess I'll explore. I got nothing better to do, I guess. Progress has been zilch.
approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. And we're coming in to get you.
What?
Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting.
Good time.
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately. Vital signs stabilizing.
That is such a long time. 39 minutes? My god. What was the game thinking with this one? Why is it that long?
Seek fluid intake.
Sack and ruby. Advanced materials, huh? You only wanted to show up now? With 37 real minutes on the clock? Get me out of here. You can't die soon enough. We're just chilling in the water. What will kill me first? Will I drown or will I run out of water? And I wonder how much time that will kill from my countdown. Well, we're gonna find out. Oh, my tank is running closer to empty, but my water. What an amazing. Water died first, technically.
Oxygen.
How about no? Get out of here. Wonder if that would kill any of my time. Because waiting 34 minutes? Whew. Doing dog shit stuff? Come on, game. Unless it was like a ghetto. Why does it send me back to this base? I don't understand. Whew. That is so infuriating. Barely took any time off. God damn it. I don't understand. Time. Why? Why is it so high?
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Oh, don't leave us waiting. So I'm not supposed to get there before the 32 minutes. Is that what that means? Oh. Whoops. I completely misread that. Well, if there's anything that's gonna get me there any faster, it's gonna be the thing I just built. Get me out of here. I want off this planet.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There we go. So was that it? Was that the game? I'm sorry, but like... oof. Was that just not compelling enough? I'm sorry. Like, the alien ship was the closest I was getting to being like, ooh, there's actually something more here. Ow. Stay nice and high. No reason to dive deep. Alright, we got 30 minutes left. Oh. Wait, it is in that time frame? Fuck me. You mean I went down here for nothing?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We're gonna need some drinks.
You look like you could use a cup.
Don't have enough for a vending machine. Fuck me, I guess. Alright, I guess we'll just chill around here for 27 whole minutes. God damn it. I read that situation all wrong, and I'm just living off of these. Which is fine, you know. Substance and all that, and it looks like I got plenty of trees. But yeah, like, come on, video game. You got me all panicking with that message. I read it wrong. Could have worded that a little bit better. We're chilling like a villain. So, man, I've never had to be forced to talk to in a situation like this where there's just nothing happening, you know? I do apologize for that, but it's like, I kind of wanted to get out of the video game, but I didn't, like, I don't know. An interesting location to pick, though, I suppose, right? Near the alien ship. I'm putting my controller down at this point for the time being, because we're pretty high on our stuff. So while that's going on, I'm talking out of my butt. I'm messaging people on the side here. apologies. I am writing my message right now. "22 minutes remaining." How many in-game days will this take, guys? We got 20 whole minutes. Hey. Alright, we're waiting again. Waiting for the little stats to go down, I guess. For that 20 minutes. Oh boy, 20 minutes remaining. So yeah. Subnautica, at the end of the day, what is that? Is it just like flying, like a little flying creature? Looked like he was struggling there, but when I was out of frame, I saved him by going into frame, and now he's in bird for scale. He's way over there, just chilling.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Oh, that's not even a lot. I didn't remember that. I guess it is coffee and not like, you know, clear water, so fair enough, I suppose. So yeah, I think I've discussed my flaws with the game. Battery. Is just that there wasn't a whole lot of story, not a whole, like, look how quick this takes me to scroll, like a few seconds. Oh, and it's by days too, interesting. Day 1. So how many in-game days was it? Day 2, Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, Day 6, Day 8. We skipped a day for whatever reason. I guess we didn't do anything on Day 7. Day 9, Day 10. We skipped Day 11, so we didn't accomplish anything. Day 12. Day 14.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Other agents? Like, what is this? Like, what? Like, God. Day 14, Day 15. Damn. Didn't do anything for a few days there. 18, 22, 24.
This is LifePod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're going to last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signals, blah blah blah, unknown language. Day 24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
What are you?
Land pre-recorded distress call.
This is LifePod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
This is LifePod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Day 36.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you.
36 days.
Well, it's better than...
Approximately, I've been here in-game a month. My God. Doesn't feel like it. You know? Doesn't feel like I built a month's worth of stuff. And I'm just sorry, like, some of this lore just isn't interesting enough. Especially how it's, like, all put together. Ugh. Oh, weird. Some of these give food and some of them don't. Minutes remaining. So yeah, what would have Subnautica 2 have to have done? Because I know that game's out, apparently, to improve upon this. First, the amount of land-based areas I feel definitely could have used improvement. There was only 2 landscapes. The amount of underwater things to find in terms of like the escape pods and all that, I feel like the abundance of those were actually lackluster. The material finding was a bit... It maintained its challenge consistently, which I actually do think is an issue. I think as you progress through the games, there should be tools to help you find tools, if you catch my drift. Like things that can help you find, like, there was like that whole biometric chamber that I built to like specifically help me find stuff, and it didn't, like, I couldn't even figure out how to use it properly. Like, simplifying that to be like, you could just, now that you built it, you could just look for stuff, you know, instead of like having to build other stuff on top of stuff. It's just, you're demanding, I think that's demanding a bit too much already. And just as, like, you're just gaining the intrigue of, like, for example, finding this alien ship, just as an example, like, that felt compelling for, like, a few minutes, and then it was like, oh, I guess it's just a portal, like, that led somewhere else on the same island, or a different island, or whatever it was. It's like, it's just not enough, you know? Like, you build some intrigue there, then you kind of just left it hanging, almost. Maybe have another planet, or, you know, where there's equally as amount of water, and you, like, are transported there. You know, something like that. And you get, like, different sea creatures and different, bigger tools and better tools and so on and so forth. And again, you get those tools to help you find, you know, your requirements and your ability to just access the water for longer periods of time. Have the deep dives be worth it. I don't know. Like, there's some pretty gnarly stuff in here, don't get me wrong. I just wish that there are also just other means to defend myself on top of that. 9 minutes remaining. Like, just having a knife? That's it? That's the only weapon. It does not feel good to swing. It did not even handle any of the situations I was in particularly well. It just, like, wow, it's so underwhelming. Like, just the name things off the top of my head, like a harpoon gun. Like, that's a given, a harpoon gun. Like, you're underwater, right? Harpoon gun seems like, again, that seems like another day has passed. That was not... The minutes of the game also don't match the time. Just saying. like a harpoon gun. And there were all the teases in the alien ship, like that other gun that I saw, and that was like in that container. I was like, oh man, like that felt like a tease of something that, of like something you're never gonna give the player. It's like, why even have it in the game then, in that way? If it's like, especially if it's designed to be like weapon-esque, it's like, well, why? And it didn't lead it to anywhere. Like, that gun didn't lead to anything other than it's just a part of exploring the alien ship. I don't know. Maybe having other people to find, that would have been like something worth exploring, right? I think even Into the Forest had that going for it. And even that game, from what I saw, is not only relatively also short, but like, this building stuff in that game seemed a little bit more easier, question mark, I guess? I don't know. At least from what I was seeing, I could be completely wrong. So we're just chilling here for the 6 remaining minutes, and I'm trying to think of other ways to expand upon this game, because like I said, if there's just not enough here. I don't know, I feel like the alien stuff could have led to like more alien equipment in terms of what you can use underwater too, like, right? Wouldn't that like a seabed thing like this, right? The sea moth, and just like alienify it, I don't know. Like something like that. And it'd be relatively easy to make, as an example. Once you have the sea moth already made, I don't know. Like, that can be your reward once you find the alien ship. Is you could just decal your ship to look like an alien ship, or even, you know, move differently, or move even faster, or other upgrades, or any number of things that you can, you know, do, other than, you know, create. Because, you know, I think there is definitely a challenge, right, to building a world that's completely underwater and having enough under there to satisfy somebody. So, like, the need to have the alien stuff on the surface, as an example of, like, the game's trying to fill the world with stuff. It's like, yeah, I feel like the world could deal with a little bit more. Like, maybe, like, just a general base that's like one of those sea tanker things that you see in real life, where it's like they have you know, these bases out deep in the water, and like that can serve as like a new, you know, operating base. You can get a lot of resources there to, like, you know, have way more flares or way more whatever resources that are just like fundamental to like the other stuff that can just be mitigated, like food and water, just as the example. I feel like I do want to kind of play the game like without the water and food, just to see. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna do that on, you know, I think I'm done after this 3 minutes. I know this wasn't a long game. Like, this is relatively freaking short. And I'm actually surprised that it's this short. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And it's like, what, you know, what sort of, I guess, you know, interactions can you build? you know, what, like, in that base, for example, you can, like, meet a few people so that the world isn't as empty. It feels like you're actually, like, interacting with the world instead of, like, the world seemingly you're just looking at the world, which is what this game more feels like you're doing at the majority of the time. Like, have stuff to interact within the world with. Like, the portal's like the closest thing you get, but that only transports you to another part. It's like... And again, it's just that feeling, you know, of, man, what this game could have potentially offered versus what's here at night. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Two minutes remaining. Oh boy, we're almost there, folks. I know that was a bit of a doozy in terms of recording status, and I do apologize. I did not suspect that this game would have such a large window from get over there to over here. It's not a big distance. $1,500 miles. And like, what? Like, just as an example, like, imagine this planet, or moon, I guess this is. Like, imagine this had water. Imagine I could explore all that too. All of it. 1 minute remaining. Can I see it in the sky at this point? I don't see anything. Are we gonna see anything cool while we're looking? 40 seconds remaining. Oh, we can feel that big countdown coming, baby. Oh, heard something. $20 seconds remaining. Oh, where's that noise coming from? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it?
You guys? I don't mean to alarm you, but...
No turning back now.
That looks like a weapon.
Touching down in 10, 9, 8.
Oh.
It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Shut it. How do I... You know... I feel betrayed in many ways. You have got to be kidding me. So, let me get this straight. I did all of that nonsense just to see this thing, which I never even figured out how to turn off, by the way, on a location that I could not find. Only to not think that that was gonna turn itself out there like a cannon and do what it just did. You know, sometimes the world is just cruel. And I would like to believe that that shouldn't be the case sometimes. But no. Fuck me, I guess.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Fantastic. Don't even have enough to build another one. So am I just trapped here? Forever? Is that it? Is that my fate? Video game? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
You got my hopes up for a false ending just to piss me off? What the fuck? Mistakes into mistakes were made, I guess. Now we're gonna go all the way back, and now I highly doubt that there's gonna be a radio thing anymore. But I'm gonna check anyway, because I'm genuinely a little bit curious as to what the game is telling me right now. I mean, I have had to have known, but I didn't know. I couldn't have known that that was gonna happen. How? I mean, the building looked a little bit suspicious. And it was a bit odd that that was the location they told me to go to. Both of those things are odd. Yes, I got that far. My brain got that far, but it did not leap to that that thing was a laser cannon, okay? I'm sorry that I did not predict or anticipate that there would be a laser cannon that would prevent me from reaching the end credits. Like, I'm so mad. I want to look up the ending right now. That's how mad I am. I'm just like, ow, fuck. And I got those people killed. Like, what the fuck? And there was no clues or hints to find the other part of that, by the way. It was just, oh, find it, I guess. Fuck off! This game is so massively empty. Like, what do you want from me? Do I have anything? You got anything for me? No? No. The game has nothing for me. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, just kill me. I mean, you already killed my spirit.
Oh.
I mean, that explains this now, I guess. But fuck! You gotta be fucking kidding me. Now what? Now what? Like seriously, what do I do now? Like, I'm seriously just so... Ugh. Ugh. Kill me, do it, you coward. You won't. Unreal. This game. Holy Ooh, that was a doozy. That hurt my heart and my soul. I can't believe it. Like, that one... where am I? Are you kidding me? Why? The one time I ask not to be put in a different base, it puts me back here. For what reason? I mean, whatever. We're not playing anymore. I'm done with this game. Until I figure out what I can do, I'm utterly lost. Oh, the score went down. The story exponentially got worse. I'm sorry, but it did. Like, fuck. Fuck this game. God damn it. Like, how do you... Oh my god. Ugh. There's nothing. Nothing to say, nothing to do, just... I guess if you enjoyed my suffering, because that's what this was, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also make sure to check out those links in the description. One will head you over to my petition to help out smaller YouTubers. Second and third to my Patreon and PayPal, where you can help support me and my channel directly. And fourth to my Discord server, you can join, collab, and do all that cool stuff. And until next time, everyone, bye-bye.